Hey there, Leo. Welcome to a reading for the week of August 23rd. We are going to jump right in here, Leo, and we are going to take a look and see what is going on for you at this time, Leo. A lot of people have been getting cards like this one right here, the Embrace the In-Between card. I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that, Leo, but it is interesting to me that a lot of people are getting this kind of like in-between energy here. I kind of see it as a huge opportunity, is what I would say. It's like, we have the coronavirus thing still going on and all this other stuff. And it's like we're in this weird, transition time, I feel. But there could be like a really good opportunities that come in for you, during this time. Or it could just be an opportunity for anything, really, in your life. So let's see what that could be. You have the Shining Through card. So I feel like something is standing out to you. Something that you should maybe take advantage of here. You have the Lovers, the Fool, and the Two of Wands here. So I do feel like there could be an opportunity that you could take advantage of here. Could be in love. You did show up in Gemini's reading. Gemini shows up right here, but you also have Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups here. You have the Knight of Cups as well. Could be literally any sign that's coming in for you. But I do feel like this could be like an opportunity here for you, Leo. You have the Lovers, the Fool, and the Two of Wands. Two of Wands is like really making a lot of progress. It's also like an energy of needing to take the lead. What I would say here is I really feel that if you're not making progress, I feel like you need to start doing new things. The Fool is this Fool here, it's like a frog that looks like it's juggling on this card. And I do feel that some of you maybe will, let's say you want to grow your business, for example. I do feel like you need to start trying new things, like different ways of running your business, different ways of marketing, hiring, whatever it is that you're looking to improve upon. I feel like you need to start trying new ways of doing it. Same thing in love as well. It's like maybe you've been on Tinder or whatever you kids use nowadays for too long and it's not working. I feel like this is saying, you're going to have to start experimenting and trying new things. I feel like one thing is going to eventually stand out with that Shining Through card. But it does feel, with that Fool card, I feel a little chaotic. I feel like there is like a little bit of, it's almost like a lot going on, a lot of moving parts. So for some of you, it's like I do feel like there is a little bit of chaos in trying new things, but I also feel like that's where all the progress is going to be for you here. It's kind of funny because I get this energy of like motivation, especially Queen of Wands to me is a card of motivation. But it's like sometimes I think all we need is just like a tiny little win. And like once we have that win, then it's like we want another one. So we're like, oh, I'm going to, create another win. So I do get this sense here of like creating multiple wins in your life. But I feel like you need to, I feel like you need to create the first one to get moving, if that makes sense here. Like I said, I'm getting a lot of stuff here in this first row. I do feel like there's love coming in for you if you don't have it already. Some of you could already have love. And it could be leading to marriage. You have the Hierophant here. Looks really good. I feel like I've been saying this to you for weeks because, it might be like a dominant energy in your life at this time where you could be getting to this place where you're going to meet someone new. Next, you have this Embrace the In-Between card here with the flamingo on it. I love this card, actually. To me, it can be like being between two worlds. For you, I feel it could be a little uncomfortable with this Eight of Cups. I even feel for some of you where it's almost like sometimes I think when we get into this energy, it's like we could feel like there's something wrong, with our health, with our mental state, with anything, right? And again, do not take this as medical advice, right? You should see a doctor if you feel like there's something wrong with you, Leo, of course. But what I would say here is I feel like some of you, it's like, I'm not saying that there isn't anything wrong. I just think sometimes when we're in this in-between time, we think, oh, there must be something wrong because it's like I'm not making progress or whatever. So we start to blame other things. I would just be careful of that. Again, of course, obviously go to a doctor if you feel there's something wrong with you. But I just think that for some of you, it's kind of like this in-between time that we're in. You have the Eight of Cups, the Unknown card, and the High Priest. I almost just said the High Priest. They're in another deck. There are actually several decks that call the Hierophant the High Priest, but you have the Hierophant here as well. For some of you, I do feel like you could be getting married to a person. I do feel like there's a need to get off the mental hamster wheel here. It's like if you're seeing someone new and if things are going well, just continue to allow things to go well. Sometimes I think, again, things start to go well in a relationship and we're like, it's too good to be true. And then we mess things up. I feel like this is saying, don't do that here, Leo. Just allow things to continue to go well. I feel like you need to have, this card at the top of the unknown card here, it says divine faith. I feel like the more faith you can have, the better. I always say, that one of my favorite quotes, I think it's from the Buddha. I don't know if it's actually true or not, if it really is, if it really came from the Buddha or not, but it's, if you only knew how perfect your life was, you would throw your head up at the sky and laugh. So, I remember hearing that quote years ago. And ever since then, I don't know, it brought me inner peace, right? And I feel like you need that right now, just like a little bit of inner peace. Not a bad reading at all. It's actually a good reading, but again, I do feel some inner peace would, be a good thing for you, and just understanding and knowing that things are happening in perfect, divine order. Then I feel like that could be very helpful for you. I feel like some of you are walking away from your old story, and that could be a little uncomfortable as well. Especially with the Eight of Cups here. It's like I do feel, again, that there are just those times in life where maybe we notice that we're maturing, maybe we notice that we're getting older, or maybe we notice that things from the past just no longer serve us. Could be people, places, things that we used to enjoy. And I just feel that this is saying, you're meant to discover new things. I think, I don't know what it is, but I don't know. I feel like maybe over like the past 50 years or so, it's like society has made it seem like we are like static, right? It's like society is trying to make people almost like robots that just do one thing. And I've said this before, but I feel for you, maybe you're realizing that you don't want to just be doing one thing in any area of your life. It's like maybe you always go to the same, it could be something small. Maybe you go to the same restaurant every single day, and maybe you're like, I'm going to try somewhere new. I just feel like some of you, it's like variety is the spice of life is what I'm getting here. And I feel like some of you are just hoping for a little variety, or I feel like a little bit of variety could be very beneficial for you as well. People always ask me, it's funny because, I just did an interview with someone, about reading tarot, and they were like, do you always read, how do you feel about learning about tarot? They said something about how I probably don't need to learn about tarot any longer. I'm like, I'm looking at a book right here, a tarot book, that every single day before I do my readings, I always flip through a tarot book, and I'm always like looking at meanings or different ways to read cards and things like that, because it's like, I need the variety. It's like, I find that if there have been times on this channel where if I stop doing that, if I stop looking up meanings, I just feel stagnant. I feel stuck. I feel like, I'm bringing nothing new to the table. I feel that, I'm saying this, not to brag, but to tell you, I feel that energy for you here, Leo, where it's like, I feel like you need to keep, kind of freshen things up. I feel like you need to breathe new life into something, especially if it's become stuck or stagnant. Could be a relationship, could be your business, a job, whatever. I feel like learning or trying new things would kind of just give you that burst of energy that will keep you moving forward. Really nice. Next, you have this inner peace card here. Obviously, I feel that you are probably getting to, I feel this is almost like a vacation. Some of you, that could be literal, where you are literally going on vacation. For others, I feel like it's more figurative. I feel like you're kind of maybe just feeling at peace with this card. You have the Knight of Cups, the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Cups here. For a lot of you, I feel like you could be very attractive at this time, and you could be attracting someone who is equally as attractive, is what I would say, especially with that Queen of Wands, Knight of Cups, Knight in Shining Armor, right? Could be a water sign, could be any sign. This is just a general reading, but I definitely feel there could be love coming in for you if you're looking for it. For some of you, I feel like you already have it, and I feel like things are fine there. Probably brings you a lot of peace as well. For others, I feel that this is something you need to work towards right here. The Knight of Cups is your dream life. He is normally looking into his cup, and he is like dreaming of like what his perfect life would be. And, can we ever create a perfect life? Probably not, but we can get, I feel like we can get pretty close where life can get really good. And I feel like that's what you need to work towards here, Leo, is towards something that is as perfect as you possibly can make it, right? And then I feel like you need to keep working towards that perfection. It's like, do we ever reach it? No, but I feel like the joy is in working towards it in the first place. I always say, it's like, I always tell a story about years ago when I moved to Seattle. it's like I didn't really have the money to move to Seattle or anything. My brother and I were like struggling for like the first 2 years, and then we became more successful. And then, things were easy. But the thing is it's like those first 2 years were like the most fun, right? So, that really taught me personally that it's like, it's not the getting the thing that you want that is fun. It's like the struggle. It's the trying to get there. So I feel like for some of you, it's kind of like you're learning that having something to always just reach for, something that's always just out of reach, might be the thing that kind of keeps you going, might be the thing that wakes you up in the morning and, kind of gets you excited. Between the Lovers and the Eight of Cups, you have the Man. This is the Ace of Hearts. The Ace of Hearts is just true love. So, there clearly could be like true love or love coming in for you here with the Man, or there could be a person who just makes you happy. Between the Fool and the Unknown, you have the Cross. The Cross represents like carrying a heavy burden, kind of like the Ten of Wands. So I do feel that some of you have been carrying a heavy burden or dealing with heavy weight, in your life. And I feel the Cross can kind of represent getting to the other side. So it kind of says you've been through maybe some of like the heaviest energy. And between the Two Wands and the Hierophant, you have the Tower. The Tower is not like the Tower in the Tarot. The Tower is more of a card of like guidance, and it's also kind of like a card of establishment. It's like, the Tower is standing on the Tower in the Lenormand, and it's very strong and stable. So it can kind of like say that if you're trying to create, anything in your life, what I'm getting here is mimic success. I feel like for some of you, it's like if you're trying to grow your business, I feel like there are people who are also successful in whatever it is you do. I would just mimic those people. Don't copy people, obviously, but, there are probably things that successful people do. Do it. Same thing in love. It's like there are certain things that people do in successful love relationships. I feel like this is saying do those things. Between the Eight of Cups and the Knight of Cups, you have the Man. This deck has two versions of this card here, the Ace of Hearts in it for whatever reason. So we're going to pull another one. You have the Bear, the Ten of Clubs. Love it. So number one, definitely love coming in for you. And it doesn't matter what gender you're attracted to either. But the Bear is the Ten of Wands. I love the Bear. It can be a card of burdens and carrying a heavy weight, or it can represent overbearing energy. But it is also a card of great progress. It's like a card of, making a big leap forward in progress. So I do feel like there's a lot of progress coming in for you. Between the Unknown and the Queen of Wands, you have the Moon card here. The Moon is not like the Moon in the Tarot. The Moon is a card of manifesting your dreams on Earth. The Knight of Cups. I feel like you have the opportunity to live some of your wildest dreams, but I feel like you need to always kind of have something to reach for or to strive for. So I feel like this is saying if you get into those moments where you're not working towards something or not working towards a purpose, then you could be, that's probably when you're truly going to be struggling, is if you feel like you have nothing to work towards, right? And I'm not referring to finances here either, Leo. I'm referring to like maybe a purpose or a goal or, some sort of improvement in your life. So I feel like this is kind of like encouraging you to do that. Between the Hierophant and the Queen of Cups, you have the Anchor. The Anchor can represent being anchored in one place. It's kind of funny. Pretty much everybody has had the Anchor this week, but it is a card of like picking up your anchor and committing to something new. So I feel for some of you, that's what you're doing. Your top row outcome, you have the Clover. The Clover is a very lucky card. It is a card of luck and good things coming in for you. So I feel like there's a lot of luck coming in for you here, Leo. I feel like you're going to be feeling lucky. I feel like you're going to be feeling motivated as well with that energy. So I feel like there's a lot of motivation for you. It is a card of like planting seeds towards new things. So it kind of fits into your reading. Again, I can't get over this feeling that your reading is really just asking you to experiment with your life right now. It's almost like with this Embrace the In-Between card, it's saying we're in this in-between time where maybe we're all being put on pause, but it's like this pause is so that you can try new things. I know that's very general, but, I don't know. It is what it is. It's going to lead to success. In the middle here, you have the Jack of Hearts. This is called the Heart, and the Heart represents true love. So I definitely feel For those of you who are interested in love, there's love coming in for you. For others, I feel like you need to find something that is a deeper, kind of like a deeper purpose, as far as work or career is concerned. And it's like if you can find that thing where you can put your heart and soul into it, that's where all your success is going to come from. Bottom row, you have the fish. Again, a lot of people getting the fish this week. The fish is your true soulmate. It is the king of diamonds. So for a lot of you, there could be true love coming in for you if you don't already have it. And it could be any sign. But I feel like that could be love coming in for you. If you don't want love, again, the fish is a card of a harvest. So I feel for a lot of you, it's like there's something that your heart really wants. If I were to make this reading 10 times more simple, I would just say that this reading is really saying there's something you're dreaming of. The moon, the Knight of Cups, very similar energy here. It seems like a lot of work. This bear card, the bear is a good card. It is a card of overbearing energy, but it is a card that says if you do the work, you will be very successful. So I feel like there's something that your heart really wants. It's probably not what you're doing right now. Or maybe it is, but just maybe what you're doing right now, you want to do it bigger or better or differently, right? And so I feel like your answer is this clover. The clover says luck is on your side if you experiment, if you try new ways of doing things. So I hope that makes sense. But really good reading. I like this, actually. I feel like there's a lot of happiness, good things coming in. So thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising, Leo. But thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your week.